I'll show you how to clean the guns. Make sure they're unloaded. Take it apart. Start with the frame. Take a toothbrush or any gun cleaning brush, and you just want to work out any carbon fouling loose anywhere, especially on the shiny parts, those slide rods. You can take your rag, just wipe them off, wipe them loose. Shouldn't need any solvent here. Just wipe out the mag well, make sure there's nothing down there. Pretty simple. Next step is you want to take apart slide, take the barrel out, wipe down the spring, wipe down the outside of the barrel. What you want to take first is a patch. Put on some sort of jag, whether it's this type jag or where you pass it through a loop. You got a little bit of Militech 1 oil, either in these or you can find them in very small droplet bottles. You just want to get some on the patch. You want to go and run that wet patch down through the barrel. You let it sit for a minute or so while you get your bristle brush ready. You make a couple passes through. Just loosens up the carbon. You want to take a dry patch, run a dry patch through it. You do not want to leave the barrel wet on the inside before you fire it. Should only take 1 or 2 dry patches. That's it for the barrel on the inside. You want to take your brush, you want to work areas around here and in these crevices where carbon can build up. And wipe it down. Put that in the spring aside. Go to your slide. Same thing with the brush. You don't need to put any solvent on or anything. You just want to work everything loose. Eventually you're going to come back in here with your rag or patches and you're just going to wipe them out. Most times it does not take a lot to break this loose. Now where you do want to focus is in here where the rounds, where the barrel sits. Right where this block sits up in here. You want to make sure you get brush in there. Work anything that may be stuck, built up in there, free. That way the gun goes in the battery and does not fail to feed the next round. Function check on this. You want to press right here, give it a shake. You should be able to hear it very easily, a metal sound, and you'll be able to tell when you push it and you shake it down, you should see the firing pin protrude out. That's your firing pin block safety. So you deactivate that safety by pushing in on the firing pin block, and the firing pin should come out and move freely, which is why you shake it. Once you're done wiping everything down, you can put everything back together on the barrel. On the top of the barrel where it slide rides, you want to put just a very small drop of oil. Again, you only need to drop a little bit for pretty much anywhere you're going to put oil. Slide back, get your recoil spring set. Now, a couple ways to do it. The way I find easiest is either you can put a small bead down either slide rail, or you take the receiver, and anywhere there's a silver part, just put a drop of oil. That's where your slide's gonna ride. That's where you want it to be nice and lubricated. These 6 points. And then the 7th point is, we want to take here the trigger bar. You want to push it forward, and then right back here is where you want to put another drop of oil. Just one drop in there, and then while holding this, putting some pressure on forwards on the trigger bar, slowly pull the trigger and release it. That way the gun can be reset. And that will just, the drop of oil back down here will help make it smoother trigger press. Not a huge difference, but some slight friction in there, so you want to lubricate that point. And that's it. Then you want to get your gun back together. Make sure it's empty. Function check. Alright, good. You hear that sear reset. I don't have an empty mag, but if you had an empty mag, you want to put an empty magazine in, pull it back, and make sure that it does lock back. Also, make sure that the release is able to be pressed down and releases that slide with the empty magazine inserted. And that's it. That's how you clean your Glock 23.